one more time. Ben Lewis on the keyboard. Kenny Gottlieb on the drums. Beth Gottlieb on the percussion. Harry Waters on the trombone. Victor Garcia on the trumpet. Vince Paliga on the saxophone. Ernie Genoff on the lead guitar. And our great singers. Gina Gonzalez. On violin and vocal, Dan Meyer. Marie Ann Jaime. And Jeff Bizet. That's my band. Gary Sinise on the bass. I was telling some folks earlier that I started playing music back in the 60s. I'm an old guy. Yeah, I go back. Yeah, you know. Some folks. So I had my first guitar when I was in 4th grade. I started playing, and I played all the way through high school, and I had bands, and I started acting in high school. I did my first play in 1970, I don't know, let's not go
there.
That far. But when I was a sophomore in high school, let's just say that, I did my first play, and I was playing in bands, and I was doing plays, and playing in bands, doing plays. And then I started a theater company with my pals, and we got very, very busy with the acting, and I kind of put the guitars and everything in the closet and didn't pick it up for many years because I focused on acting, and eventually moved out to California, started acting in movies and television shows, thankfully. Forrest Gump was one of those, yeah. And back, you know, I have a lot of military in my family, so I started supporting our military and our veterans back in the 80s while I was doing all my acting at my theater company. My wife's brother served in Vietnam, her sister's husband served in Vietnam. I started supporting our Vietnam veterans back in the 80s, and then... Any Vietnam veterans here? Right here. Right here. Let's welcome our Vietnam veterans home. Welcome home. God bless you. So I learned a lot from our Vietnam veterans, the Vietnam veterans in my wife's family. And then I got to play a Vietnam veteran in Forrest Gump in the 90s. Huh?
Glad you got your legs back.
I'm glad I got my legs back. Gosh, I've never heard that before. Thank you. Yes, it was magic legs. Forrest Gump, next year it'll be 30 years.
Oh my God.
Forrest Gump came out. Holy cow. 30 years, but it was a wonderful movie because it was a career-changing movie. I hadn't done that many movies before that. But it also, because Lieutenant Dan was a disabled veteran, he's a wounded veteran, lost both his legs, it introduced me to the Disabled American Veterans Organization. I started supporting them way back in the 90s. And then September 11th came along, and it was all in at that point, and started supporting in various ways, started supporting many different military nonprofits and going out for the USO. And through all that work, I've met just wonderful, wonderful people who have supported what I wanted to do, and I've tried to help them with what they want to do, and that's one of those is American Airlines. They flew us here. Envoy. Where's our envoy people? they've been just wonderful partners, and they help to make these concerts possible. Sometimes it's hard to get around, and so they provide transportation for us. They provide transportation for our Gold Star Children program, our Snowball Express program at the Gary Sinise Foundation. They provide all kinds of. We just had a wonderful event in Hollywood. It just ended today, where we had about 30 Gold Star spouses all come into Hollywood for 3 or 4 days, and we gave them a good time there and showed them some love. We can never forget our Gold Star families. All kinds of programs at the Gary Sinise Foundation. A lot of that came out of what I was doing before I had the foundation. The foundation, at the end of this month, June 30th, will be the end of our 12th year, our 12-year anniversary of the Gary Sinise Foundation. So we thank. I always wanted the foundation to be kind of just a place where people could go who wanted to support the men and women who serve our country and our first responders, and they could provide their generous donations to us, and then we would pass them on, like we're doing today. So this is paid for by the American people who care about you, and they want you to know how much appreciated you are for serving our country. Thank you, thank you, thank you for serving our country. God bless you, and God bless America. Let's all stand up and sing this last song together.